Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Dabs. I'm so excited to share another wonderful video with you. In this video, I want to be showing you exactly how to set up an Ipage account, how to install WordPress, and how to just get rolling with Ipage. Okay, just before I go straight into my tutorials, if you are still doubting if Ipage hosting is meant for you, despite the fact that Ipage hosting is the cheapest in the industry with 1.99 per month, you would never find any good hosting that is as cheap as this, and the features that Ipage will give you for this amount is sincerely mind-blowing. Is Ipage hosting worth every penny you invest into it? That depends. Is Ipage hosting worth every penny you would invest into it? Sincerely, I would say yes, and I would say no, and that means that it depends on what you want to do. I've been in this industry, in this game for a while, and I've seen lots of experts give a thumbs down Ipage, and I've seen some say is a good product. By and large, I will tell you that Ipage hosting is a fantastic product if it fits your demand. So you really need to know what you're doing, and I have done a good review about Ipage, telling you the good things, the bad things about Ipage, giving you my 5 years experience, more of using Ipage for myself and also for my clients. I have been designing tons of websites in the industry for people, and this is my official website, and I have been doing this business, having clients all around the world that I've designed website for with a huge portfolio, and using Ipage for most of them. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. So please read my review about Ipage in case you have doubt whether Ipage is worth the penny. I'll also let you know people who should consider using Ipage. Ipage definitely is not meant for everybody, but if you're sure that Ipage hosting is ideal for you, then fantastic. Let's get started. I'll show you step by step in this video how you can sign up an account with Ipage and how you can create a WordPress website and install some premium themes on that WordPress website for you to have something highly good and highly professional. So without wasting so much of your time, let's get started now. Right on the screen right now, you see the get started button now, and that's what we want to do. You can check the description below in my YouTube channel for you to see a link to bring you here, and please know that that link is an affiliate link. If you are generous enough to buy Ipage hosting through my link, I have an amazing offer for you. I have a web design course here at websitedesignmastery.com, and it is my flagship course teaching people how to design a website with WordPress, and this is an amazing overall course that got over 60 videos in the members area, where I take my time to groom people who really want to learn WordPress, who want to gain mastery over WordPress, and who wants to learn the business of web design. So if you are very generous enough to buy Ipage hosting through my link, I'll be signing you up for this course for free. All you have to do is send an email to support@webdesignmastery.com and give me an evidence of payment, and within 24 hours I will enroll you in this course. So you can check out websitedesignmastery.com for you to see that this website is not just a glaze over course, it's a step-by-step tutorial helping people, and it has helped tons of people all across the world. So please, you can check that out. So let's get started into this tutorial immediately. I'll hit the red get started now button, and you get to this page. This page is where you choose the domain you want to register alongside with your website, and Ipage definitely gives you a free 1-year domain registration, and that's like a bit for you to register your domain with them. So I'll be doing dabstutorial.com. So let me search if this domain is available. I've got my domain available. So another option that Ipage will give you are just other TLD extensions that you can consider signing up. Like right now, I still got .net.org.tech/online, and quite a number of other domain I can choose to still register alongside this. So you can still consider that in case you want to get, but any other domain you're adding more to cart will attract cost. By your far right hand corner right here, now you can see that I have $0 in my cart, so I can just choose to go to the next term. And this is where it gets tricky. You need to understand how this work. For you to be able to qualify to buy for 1.99 per month, you have to be going for the 3-year plan and last 36 months, and that will accrue to $71.64 for 3 years. And sincerely, that is an amazing deal. That's the kind of deal I recommend for every of my client to just buy this for 3 years and rest. If you have up to that, if you really want to have a very serious website, you should consider this. But again, because this is for tutorial purpose, I will just register this for 1 year. So registering this for 1 year has brought my price to $35.88. So I'll click the next button, and this is where Ipage gets very funny, and you also have to be very careful, else you'll be buying more than you have budgeted. So Ipage will add a lot of extra add-ons on your product, so you have to carefully untick all of them to see that your price remains the same. So you can see that my price now has gone to 105.75. So I'll have to untick this one after the other. Yes, remove this. Site backup and restore has been added there. Yeah, domain privacy is something that's very important, and is something that if you know that you really want to have good domain privacy, then you can take that on, but that goes at $9.9 per year. But for me, I can easily add this website to Cloudflare and I will get domain privacy, so I really don't need to do that. And for site backup and restore, I can use a free plugin to get this done, and I can do that manually myself. For website security, I can get a free plugin to do all this for me. But if you're very cool with them, you can go with them. It will help you. But I just know how to find my way around getting all of these things done myself. So I think my price is back to what I want it to be, and that's 35.88 for a single year. You should be doing 3 years for 71.64 if you want to have the best deal from Ipage. So you can continue to payment, and this is where I need to put my billing information and every other thing. So I'll try to fill mine now. You can fill yours too as well. Okay, so after filling our details, the next thing for us to do is go to purchase now. So we get payment processing on our screen right now. So we will get this notification that your order is under review. For security reasons, Ipage always try to review every orders that come through them. They love to go through some manual verification, and then in just like few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, they will send you an email approving your order or asking you for extra security. You want to make sure that the name you're registering the account with is the same as your billing name and details. Maybe you are from a country like my country, Nigeria, so extra security and all of those things are always needed, and I think they do that. So just check out for their email. You have to wait. I'll also be waiting to see that I get an email from them, and once I get their email, I would continue this video. So after waiting a few minutes, I've been able to get an email from Ipage, and that says Ipage order and login information. So I need to click the email. So thank you. So you can see my order, the price $2.99 per month and for 12 months, and they've assigned me a username, and then I would have to get a link here for me to set my password. Once my password is set, then I can use this link to go to my control panel. So first off, let's set our password. Okay, so I want to create my password now. Yeah, make sure you follow the instruction to make sure your password is encrypted for you to be accepted. And then the next thing for you to do is to set your security question. So you can just choose whatever question you can remember quickly here and set your security question. It's that simple. Then referral information, you can just set your referral information. How did you hear about us? Okay, so you can just put whoever referred you. I just put my blog dapsdigital.com, and you can do the same, or put my YouTube URL, or just put anything, and just put Dabs as a friend that referred you, and that's good. Then hit the save and continue button. So welcome to the control panel of Ipage hosting, and this is what it looks like. It's a custom one. It's not the usual regular one, but I'm sure it's not one you find very difficult. It has recently been split into 2 sessions, and that's your domain and also the hosting. And the first things first is you will see is the domain you registered earlier, and I can easily manage this domain here, and I can easily launch my webmail if I want to create email accounts here. If we leave here right now and we come to our hosting, we will be able to see almost all the features we'll see in a regular control panel. And from here, this is the summary of everything we've done here. So this is the hosting plan I've got, and this is my hosting tools. My archive gateway is just the platform designed from Ipage for you to zip and unzip folders or files. So you can easily launch that and go to any of your files and zip and unzip files. And their disk usage definitely will show you the usage of your disk space, but most likely you won't see anything useful there because you will just see that it's written unlimited, but usually nothing is really unlimited. One feature again that is cool with iPage is to give you statistics of visitors coming to your website. Being hard credit, if you reside in America, this is kind of free. America's gonna get about, I think, $100 being hard credit. But if you are not in America, you don't qualify for this. And you can also launch Komodo DNS, and I think that's paid. To the far right, you see your FTP path. This is the IP address, this is the FTP. So for you to just connect with your FTP, any FTP client like FileZilla to access your website files, you can just do FTP .dapstutorial.com, and this is the control panel URL. You can save it somewhere so that you can also land here. You can see the details of your server. The platform is Debian, and your MySQL version is 5.6.35. The PL version is 5.88. PHP version is 7.2.9. And you can go through every of that. Coming to your far left here, you will see your website backup and restore, and that's basically paid, so you don't get anything free there. And this is your FTP management. You can go there and create new FTP connection and maybe create a new FTP account. Then you can come to your file manager here, your MySQL database here. So your script config will give you access to your PHP and every of those stuff there. So you can play around to see how all of these things play. So coming back to our domain, we can just come down here and manage this domain. And please note, it says here that domain has not been verified. Please check your email or resend a verification email. It's very important that you verify your email. If you don't verify it, you may not be able to use it, and the domain will be deleted after a while. So please go to your email account and check out for an email and then verify your email address. So I've got an email from there. Here it says important. I need to validate my domain, so all I have to do is to click the link here to verify this domain. Here you can check your domain, check your name, and see that your name and your email account correlates the same thing you provided earlier. That once it does, you can just verify the information, and that's everything we need to do from here, and it's just done. And let's come back to iPage, and now let's refresh our page here. Our prompt is gone after the verification. And if you come down to our domain settings here, we would see that auto renew has been activated. You can leave it on if you want your host account to auto renew, but I usually love to do that manually, personally. And your domain lock, you can lock this domain so that this domain cannot be transferred out of this account. That's good for security reasons. So in case you don't want anybody to just try to hack your domain or transfer it out, you can lock it. And definitely let's encrypt free SSL. You need to also let that on if you want your website to load on HTTPS. I think this is very important for you to do. So let's keep this on as well. I think switching this on kind of switch this on to as well, and that's okay for now. We can leave that as it is. Yeah, domain protection, in case you want to protect your domain, you can do that. And this is also an ad for G Suite. In case you need that, you can also do that. It's also ad for you to buy extra. It's just ads everywhere. And if you come to your summary here by the far left, you would see that you have several options from site builders. You can come to WordPress. You can go to your email management. The same G Suite and Microsoft 365 is here. SSL, we've just done that. You can point your domain and subdomains, and that's quite very good. And I think that's the next thing for us to do. I don't like installing WordPress into my root folder. I love to install it into a specific folder. So instead of me to point it at home, I can just do a sub directory Yes, and I'd like to name it so that I can install more than one website on this hosting account if I want to. So I have my files in names that I can understand. So this is dapstutorial.com. I can just name my file, my directory as dapps tutorial. So I will know that anytime I want to look for anything dapps tutorial, it will be in the directory of dapps tutorial. You can create a subdomain here if you want to create, maybe let's say I want to create subdomain for services. I can just say services.dapstutorial.com. I can do that too as well, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm not doing that. You can experiment with that in case you want to. So the next thing for us to really do right now is to install WordPress and have our website. What we should have just done ideally is for us to come to the WordPress section here, and then we should just install WordPress with a click of a button. But unfortunately that has not been working because this is a new interface for Ipage. I've been installing WordPress manually using Ipage hosting, but let's still check. Who knows, it might be working right now. So let's use our existing plan definitely because we've got one. And let me call my website dapps tutorial. Let me continue, and this is where I will put in my email address, and I can just do my password. Ideally, after this information, this button should pop so that we can install WordPress, and it's still not working now. So that's one disadvantage from Ipage, and this has lingered for a while, and I wonder why Ipage is finding this very difficult to fix. For a long time, since I've been using Ipage for several years, Ipage have used a third-party application called Mojo Marketplace to install WordPress, and they've not had issues using that platform until when stopped. And now they designed a new platform and installing WordPress with a click of a button that makes it very easy for people who love to have things done very easy and cheap is missing, and this is a challenge, and it's so painful that if I'll have to rate iPage for this, I'll give them a 0/10. This is very terrible that you cannot install WordPress with a click of a button, something that free hosting accounts will give you for free. Despite being paid on iPage, yet you can't have WordPress installed with a click of a button. That is rather unfortunate. But I hope they fix this issue very soon. Maybe by the time you are watching this video, this issue will have been fixed and you'll be able to install WordPress just with a click of a button. I had made several complaints to iPage personally, and they've said they will fix it, but they've not fixed it. So we leave it the way it is. So we have to install WordPress manually, and that's not much of a big deal. I love personally to install WordPress manually because I like to design things myself. That's the best way, sincerely, for you to master this thing and to know how to get it done. Installing it manually yourself will give you a lot of control because now I can get to name my database this name I want it to have and customize some things the way I want them to be, not the way they choose and give me the details to be. First off, we'll have to come to wordpress.org. Okay, this is wordpress.org, not .com, because this is where you are going to get the WordPress file for us to install. So you will see the get WordPress button here. Let's click this, and we can come down and download WordPress 5.5, and that's the latest version of WordPress available as of right now. So let's download it. So right on top at my far right hand here, we can see that WordPress 5.5 is downloading into my computer. Okay, so I have that file downloaded. So I can come back to iPage here, and I can come also to my hosting. Let's come to file manager, and now you can see that under my file manager in my root folder, I have a folder for dapps tutorial already, and that's what I like. So I know that every file that belongs to this website now will be in dapps tutorial folder. Let me open the folder, and you can see that it is empty here. This is where we'll be installing WordPress, and you will see that we have the upload button here. We can click that. We will see this beautiful blue box here that we have options to drag and drop files here, or we can just choose our file here and just go to our computer to install whatever file we want to install. So let me choose a file. Okay, this is WordPress 5.5 I just installed, and let's open it. And as you can see, WordPress 5.5 is installing. Yeah, we have WordPress 5.5 installed right now, which is kind of cool. So as you note here that we installed a zip file, so what we have to do right now is to unzip this file. And I did mention how that is done with Ipage earlier. So what I have to do right now is to come back to summary, and I'll see the archive gateway like I told you. So let's launch this, and this will launch in another tab, and this is what the archive gateway looks like. So once you come, let's open our dapps tutorial folder, and then I can see WordPress 5.5 that I just installed. So I'll click it, and then I'll scroll down and I'll see extract and uncompress. So once I click that, we'll see a notification here that it is uncompressing. So all right, so this has been uncompressed successfully, and that's what we need to know. So let's come back here right now. What we have to do is to refresh this page. Okay, so let's go back to our dapps tutorial folder, and then we have our WordPress 5.5 file here now, and this is good. So let's open this folder. This is all the WordPress files installed here, but this is not everything we want to do. As it is right now, if we leave it this way, our website will load dapstutorial.com/WordPress, and that's not what we want. So what we are going to do right now is we're going to copy all this file that is inside WordPress. We're going to remove them and put the file directly into dapps tutorial folder, not dapps tutorial, not inside WordPress folder. I believe that's simple enough. Let's just do it. You understand what I'm trying to talk about. So once you hit this button here, it will highlight every file in this folder. So what we're going to do is to hit the move button, and we'll click dapps tutorial. So we want all the WordPress files to be inside dapps tutorial, not inside WordPress files. So since we are sure that it's in dapps tutorial, we'll just hit the move button here. And now we don't have any files inside our WordPress folder. So let's come back to dapps tutorial. We will see that coming back to dapps tutorial, we have all our files now inside dapps tutorial. So we will see that WordPress folder right now is empty, so we have to delete this. We can also delete our zip file for WordPress 5.5 because we don't need it anymore. So I like that too, and then hit the delete button, and yes, continue. Okay, so we have those two files deleted. Make sure that you are not deleting any core WordPress files. Delete the empty folder, delete the zip file if you must, and then that's everything. If you don't delete them, nothing would happen. So we've successfully installed WordPress, but for us to be able to access our WordPress, we need to have a database, and that is what we're going to be creating next. And that's very simple to do. With just few clicks, we should be able to do that. So let's come to MySQL management by our file left. So you see we have a 0 of unlimited databases. So we are going to hit the plus button, and here we can easily create a database name. So I'll call my database name dapps tutorial. I'll hit the next button. This is where I have to create a username and password for my database. So as usual, I would call my database username dapps tutorial. I would create a well encrypted password, because if you don't, it would not be accepted. And then I hit the save button. Yeah, setting privileges for database. Since it's your database, you can just leave everything checked, and then hit the save button. So we have successfully created a database, and that's pretty much most of everything we need to get done. Let's visit our website for us to finish up our WordPress installation. Here I might have to cancel this page, and let me load dapps tutorial. Upon loading dapstutorial.com, I was redirected to a WordPress configuration page. And yes, this is what we have to do. So since I have English language is okay for me, if you know you prefer other languages, you can install WordPress in several other languages that is convenient for you. But for me, English is okay, so I'll hit the continue button. You'll be notified here that for you to complete the setup, you will need to have access to your database name, username, password, and database host. Very important things. Then your prefix, if you want to have one, which I would not advise you to. So let's just go. Let's continue. This is where we have to provide our WordPress database details. So let's come back to our Ipage account. This is our database. So let's manage this database. Basically, that's everything we need: the database name and the server name. So let's copy this, and also our password. You will have to remember that. So I have to paste that here. My database name and my username is the same. So I have to come back here and get my server name. This is it. So instead of localhost, I'll do that. This one, we can leave this the way it is, and let's hit the submit button. And now you can see all right, Sparky, and everything is okay. So now let's run WordPress installation. So this is where we'll put our site title, our username, our password, and email address, and all of that. So I can easily do my site title to be Daps tutorial. Note, it's not compulsory you do that here. You can do that inside WordPress once WordPress is installed. But since we're here, why not? Let's do that. So initially, you can discourage search engines from indexing this site if you know you want to take your time designing and customizing your website. It takes search engines a while for them to notice your new website, so you may leave it because they will index it maybe in your first 1 or 2 weeks. So if you know that those time is good enough for you to design your website, then fine, you can leave it the way it is. But if you know you want to take longer time to design your website, or you don't even have time right now, you're just buying the domain, so discourage search engine from indexing it such that they will not index your demo content or the default WordPress installation, which is not good. It's your choice, whatever works for you. So I'll leave this unchecked, then I'll install WordPress. Sorry, I made a mistake with my email, so I have to update that. Tutorial@gmail. Okay, now let's install WordPress. WordPress has been installed, and our username is admin. Then my password is the same password I set. So let's log in. And now let's do admin, and let me do my password. Fantastic. We have a WordPress website here, and our WordPress website is ready. I can click Daps tutorial here, and I can visit site. Let's open this in a new tab. So we have a default WordPress installed. So this is exactly how to install WordPress manually and with Ipage. By default, our website here is not secured. So let's try and load it with HTTPS and see if it would work. Since we have already turned on our Let's Encrypt SSL from Ipage, so you can see that putting HTTPS loads our website secured. What that means is that our website is not forcing SSL, is not forcing HTTPS yet. Our website still load on HTTPS and also on HTTP. You have to make sure that you are using either HTTP or you are using HTTPS. Don't use both. As far as Google is concerned, there are two different websites. So to Google now, you have two different websites, one loading HTTPS and one loading HTTP. So what you have to do is to force every request from HTTP to HTTPS. Very important. So what I can teach you how to do that with a free and simple plugin. So let's come back here. Let's come to plugins. Let's add new. So let's search for a plugin called Really Simple SSL. So we have the plugin here called Really Simple SSL, and it has 4 million active installations. That means this plugin is a very valuable plugin. So let's install this plugin and activate. Almost ready to migrate to SSL, but all we have to do is to hit the go ahead and activate SSL button. So once we do that, it will log us out, and you can see that our website right now is loading HTTPS. So right now, if you load your website, automatically it will come to HTTPS. So now you have to log in back to have access to your dashboard, or you can just go to your home page directly. We can click this to verify. You can see the connection is secured. We can check our certificate is valid. This is exactly how to install WordPress with Daps tutorial. If you want to learn how to take it further from here, you want to install a premium theme, you want to learn how to customize things, how to make your website look professional, how to just go all around with WordPress, I believe you will get value for that with this premium course that I have put together, and it is called websitedesignmastery.com. In this in this course here, you would have access to over 60 on-demand videos that I have designed, showing you how you can make the most out of your website. So you can get access to this course, access to this tutorial, and get a lifetime membership in this website if you buy your Ipage hosting account through my affiliate link. You see that in the description below. I would register you for free. Just after you register, you buy your domain. Just after you registered, you buy your hosting account. Just send me an email and let me know, give me your details, and once I verify your sale, I would enroll you immediately into this course. And in this course, you will get value. You see how you can design premium websites like this same one you see here on my screen. You would see how you can optimize your website, how you can get royalty free images, how you can do a lot of things with your WordPress, and getting all of them for free. You will see, I'll show you exactly how to get some things done. I've got some students give me some review about what they feel about this course, and it's been amazing being the one behind this course. In all honesty, it's something that I am giving out for free. I don't know why I thought about this to give this out for free, but I just feel like I should give this to my YouTube viewers. And this is a course that I'm selling for 40 grand in Nigerian naira right now, and I'm even planning to increase the amount because the demand for this is now huge. But in all honesty, it's something I believe you get value for. And definitely in my course, I will walk you through completely Ipage hosting, how you can create how you can create free emails, how you can get the most out of Ipage. I'll be showing you in that course. And in that course, you can ask me questions. I'll be answering you as much as possible as I can. So I believe this offer is a very premium one. It is one you should jump at immediately. And one more tip for you to have a smooth buy through my link is that make sure that you click on my link, you click freshly on my link to take you to Ipage hosting and buy the account immediately. Don't stop in between and close your laptop and come back and buy. The sale might not be accredited to me, and yet you might still be seeing below that you are here to buy through one of our paid agents. You see that below the screen, but please just close it. For every time you try to buy and it's not successful, or you are not able to, close it and click the fresh link for you to be able to do that. That will save you tons of stress because the sales will be accredited to me immediately. If not, you might need to maybe send an email to them telling them that you're trying to buy through my link before it is approved. So please send me an email, let me know. And thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you can make the best out of Ipage and you can install a very free website. I enjoyed the free tools that Ipage is generating. They are giving out tons and a lot of things, and I believe you can enjoy all of those things. I have enjoyed them for quite a good amount of years right now, and it's been an amazing journey, and you also can have that. So I'll see you at the other side. Send me an email when you buy that thing through my link. Thank you very much for watching this video. I would see you in my next video. Bye for now.